Hello, my name is Cammie, and I'm a homesteader and a breast cancer survivor. Shortly, I'll be heading into surgery for the fifth time on October the 8th. With my situation of dealing with breast cancer and lots of complications in my situations, the doctor said was unique, really unheard of. Just when I thought I was into a position of healing to complete healing, and 7 weeks out from surgery, I would be heading back into surgery. Then it was by the third week, I would be heading back into surgery again. I would always have complications and then back into surgery. My body had gotten to a place that it was saying, I can't do this much more. And the doctors were saying surgery again. I had open wounds that kept opening up, infections, staph infection, seroma, packing open wounds by myself. And they wanted to take me back into surgery. But as I said, my body was getting to a place, it was telling me, I'm tired of this. This reminds me of picking at a scab and it never healing. One wound specialist sent me back to the surgeon and said I'll probably be back into surgery, so they wouldn't help me. And because they said I'd be on a machine for months and then more than likely I would be back into surgery, I made a decision to let my body heal onto its own. In the end of September, I will be 1 year since my last surgery, and I started healing healing the right way before they said I would. So God answered my prayers, and taking certain vitamins, eating right, cleaning and packing wounds 4 times a day, and keeping everything as sterile as possible. When you get diagnosed, there's so much to think about and lots of decisions. And through my complications, it was really tough. Through my complications and trying to get better, I did a whole lot of research and praying to find the answers. And lots of information is given to you so that you'll know your options. Have someone with you to help you retain that information. It's very helpful. It's helpful for stress. It can create you not to remember. Research is very important to you so you can understand the medical terminology and to know your options. And through this journey, there are some things I wish I had been told or knew. So I do believe in research to get clear understanding. Research helps you to ask questions because lots of information is given to you, and then some information is not given to you. For every doctor is different. I had an early stage of breast cancer. One of the things that I dealt with at the beginning as I went into the cancer building was emotional guilt. I felt like that I shouldn't be upset or have emotions when men and women found out when it's too late. And breast cancer was actually not into my family history. You will know, you will have all kinds of feelings and crazy feelings, which is normal on a cancer journey. But the aim is to try not to stay there, to find the positivity and somehow find the positivity somehow. And because you're on this journey, know that your body will change and you will have the power to make the decisions that's best for you. Take the journey as new. Even though cancer is not normal, life can throw you curveballs. And know you're not alone, for Jesus is with you and your family. And your family's with you through the breast cancer. You don't know what it's like till it happens to you. And it's kind of like time stops and then moves real fast. It's a journey. Each person's journey is a little different. And there are so many thoughts and anxiety, which is normal to feel that way. And you have to ride it out, not panic. You're not in control and you can't control it. You have to focus on the new and put your energy into what you can control, for God is in control. Waiting through this journey is one of the hardest things. You'll have test results. many doctor's appointments, surgery or surgeries, and making many phone calls. The struggle is real. You'll find that people don't know what to say to you and can hardly look at you because they're struggling in how to handle the news. They haven't been through it either. So we have to get ourselves to the place where we don't overthink it. Embrace it as much as possible, for it is a journey. Prepare your home as much as possible. I was told I wouldn't have. I was told I would have to have my meals prepped and into the freezer. I can't go out to the animals, supposedly. So y'all pray for me on that. Well, there won't be anybody to take care of them. No folding clothes or housework. I have drain tubes, which my body hates, and it feels like my body is rejecting them, and I'm very miserable with them. The sleeping positions would change for a while. It's a rough thing to go through. For me, I'm running out of options. It's a rough thing to go through, but I'm running out of options. Is what I'm trying to say. So this surgery is very important. I've been trying for 2 years to get past this journey. This road that I'm on has been hard, and I'm 100% positive with my attitude. It's scary, troublesome, and it's going to be hard. October the 8th is the day. So please keep me into your prayers. If you're going through this or any type of surgery, know that you got this. We've got this. Know you got this. Just believe you got this. God is on your side. He is the healer. He wants you to be healed. But sometimes there's steps that you have to go through, a process that you have to go through for the healing. And just have your house prepped as much as possible. For me, it's going to be hard because everybody's life has got their own journey, and I've got animals, and so each and every day is different with them. I had complications with the waters. I've been working on this for 2 months at least, and I've been having testing this and putting it through the drill and see if it works. Having bigger feeders and automatic waters, and just trying different measurements out. So because I'm not supposed to be out there with the animals, I'm not supposed to be taking care of them, because you see, animals also carry, just like us humans can carry viruses and stuff like that. So they're going to be shut up, and I've been having a lot of complications with the water. So I should have stuck maybe with my first idea. I went and purchased 4 more feeders like the ones I've had for 7 years. And so each feeder is a 5-gallon bucket that has an opening at the bottom that holds the food, a tray, and it holds 50 pounds of food. So I had to go purchase more of those, even though I had automatic feeders. But the problem ran into, even though I purchased, again, new feeders, the largest I could get, my rooster's cones still can't get in there. So I purchased like 55-gallon containers to hold food, thinking this will work. So they'll always have food. I won't have to worry about it. Having the waters, but the waters is work a couple of days to be fine, and then complications. I'm still trying to figure that out. So I've had to order a different type of one of the waters, and I might have to go completely that route. Having someone lined up to help you is important, but sometimes not everybody in this world has got that. Or like I said, people's got their own life, and you got to make sure that everything's set up into your home as well as possible, so that you can rest mentally while your body's resting physically. And because as part of the healing takes place mentally. If your mind can't rest, if you're worried and stressed about something else when you should be resting, then it's going to slow down the healing process. And then sometimes you got to eliminate things, right? This year, the greenhouse is going to be completely eliminated. Even though I've been through this and I will feel good, by the time I hit the 6th and 7th week, begin with, I started having complications, infections, and all this stuff started happening, and then opening back up. And I should have been healed then, by 6 or 7 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Your journey should be going on to the opposite end, is heading to that you're healed, right? So most surgeries, they'll tell you it'll take 6 to 8 weeks. I kept having complications, so I'm having to not the greenhouse will be shut down. I've been trying with these feeders and waters, and I'll just do the very best I can do, and and hope it works out, because I need to rest. I need to rest mentally, and that's part of the healing process. You must know that you got to rest mentally also, not just physically but mentally, and because that is part of the healing process that will help you speed up healing a lot faster. Being worried about everything is not going to do it. So a lot of people got honeydews, and if you got a honeydew, then you can know that you can rest physically and mentally. Well, I just want to do this quick update. I will be going back into surgery October the 8th, and I've been trying to do as much as possible. I've been helping, which is my uncle, we raised up together like a brother, and so I've been taking all my time in his journey. And he passed away 2 days ago. 3 days ago now. So I've been helping him and telling myself I will get this, and been working really hard to try and in between as much as possible to prepare. Now the Lord has seen fit for him to go home, and now I'll continue on my journey before I have surgery to have things in alignment as much as possible. And just know that you got this. If you don't get everything done, just rest as much as possible. Get yourself healed. Through this, hopefully, if I, my situation is very unique. I'm going to be very, very limited, and I'm just going to do the very best I can, because if I can get through this stage, I can't get through the first stage of this breast cancer surgeries, because will be another one, and I can't get to the first stage. If I can get through the first stage of this, then I think I'll past my crossroads. I'll be good. That's why I've chosen to let my body heal naturally, not go quick work, and I have healed up completely. And so now I'm going back in for surgery again. And my concern, I'm very concerned. I try not to worry about it. I try to focus on the positivity, and do the very best I can. And that's what you got to do. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you on to the next video, and I appreciate you. Leave me a comment, and also that means that the videos will stop. I probably got older footage onto my computer I never got to. So I might, when I get to that place that I can't do anything but I need to move my arms and stuff, and, sit at a desk or something like that, I might try to do something like that. So if you see gardening videos, it's like it's wintertime or whatever, there's nothing growing, or fall, know that I'm just playing catch up and resting here onto the homestead. Hopefully I can do this up here like this. Actually, 2 feeders right here. Just put some chain. We're out here at the Rabbit Village, and I just purchased a hay feeder here. Go ahead. Rabbit food. So I have been preparing around here for a while, and if you took notice, which it's not hard not to notice, there has been nothing into the raised beds since the spring crop has been gone. I didn't plant for summer. I'm just trying to let things go ahead and be done with. These are peppers in here and eggplants, and they're just starting to really do super wonderful in here. But all the beds in here besides the eggplant and the pepper plant, and I got 2 fruit trees in here, they have remained empty and will continue to remain empty. And so the reason of having everything empty, we got a bed over here, we got 2 on the other side, the containers ain't empty. The reason of that, so now it's getting near that time and I can focus on other things, but these are done, they don't have plants into them. And one of the main reasons of that is so that after surgery, if there's some plants that's still growing, still producing, then I won't be tempted out here to get out here and water them because I feel better. And same way into the greenhouse. More than likely, I will cut those plants down so that I won't be tempted. You know, saying, oh, you know, maybe the doctor says everything's good and I'm feeling good, and then I get out here and go to my normal routine in life, because you see, my normal routine in life is not like everybody else's. It's busy, it's work, it's production, and it's making it happen. So there's always something every day going on. If you're going to run a homestead, that's everybody could tell you that's running a homestead can tell you every day is different, and that there's always something going on, and you're always moving to the next season. You might be in this season, but you're moving into the next season at the same time. You're always preparing, always planning, so that whether it's for animals or to your garden or greenhouse, that it's very productive into your life. These are just volunteer potatoes that's coming up, and I can tell you it's just little tiny potatoes that got left into the raised bed, and they're just coming up. The plants might look good, but there's not going to be much potatoes down in there, and I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to let them stay there, and the plants die or whatever, I'm not even worried about it. They're going to stay right there. You see this bed that's empty? You see, I'm changing things because as a volunteer, it looks like a either zucchini or squash coming up there, and our heat has turned up again, so everything's getting to be really dry. Nothing's happening into the garden, raised beds, or the greenhouse besides the few little plants that was left there. Started in spring and now are starting to be productive. Now there's only, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, there's about 4 big plants in there, but this is one plant, one eggplant. It's huge. So at the end, when it's getting near that time, I got some strawberry plants back there. They might not make it. I've got a lemon tree here, and I have an orange tree right here. These oranges will not be ready by the time I go into surgery. It takes a while. It really takes it to when it starts getting really cool to turn these oranges orange. So I'm hoping these fruit trees will make it. I put them in here in case we got any cold weather. I'll water them real good before surgery, and then we'll just have to hope that they make it.